Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my pleasure to say welcome to this event. It is homecoming. What is the name? Homecoming alumni. So this afternoon we have one alumni from Faculty of Medicine, Hasanuddin University, um, who entered the faculty at year 2000, I think. Yeah.
Yes,
Then
year 2000.
year 2000. Okay. Please let me read the curriculum vitae of Rajaye Kamarudin. So he is now is consultant of pancreatobiliary surgeon. So he's a surgeon. He graduated from Faculty of Medicine Hasanuddin University on 2006. Then back to Malaysia and took specialist in surgeon, and then he is now a consultant for hepatopancreatobiliary surgeon. He works at Department of Hepatopancreatobiliary and Liver Transplant, Selayang Hospital, Malaysia. So he has many experience in liver surgery and also in many workshops and workshops and also many fellowships. All right. Next, I will please Pak Rido to open or to give a speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rina, as our moderator today. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good afternoon. It's a great opportunity to be here to listen to one of our successful alumni coming from Malaysia. So I would like to welcome Dr. J. Dr. J. Welcome to this homecoming alumni, and we appreciate your time for sharing your expertise and sharing your challenges and opportunity during your study at UNHAS and after graduation from UNHAS. And also I would like to thank you to all participants. I know that this week we have already finals week, but you guys have opportunity to join us to listen to great presentations regarding the successful alumni that we have already. Okay. So Homecoming Alumni is one of the flagship program from the international office. This is to give a chance of alumni to share and to inspire our students, both international and local. Genuinely or mainly, we opened these ones only for international students, but then we decided to change. We invite also our local students to get to have this opportunity, because this is such a great opportunity. Again, listening to one of the successful alumni that we have. We plan to have this session once a year due to the number of alumni that we have already. Perhaps next year we will have our alumni from Sudan. Unfortunately, due to the situations, political situations in Sudan, and it's hard for us to contact him due to the situation. But again, this coming alumni is a flagship from the international office, and we hope that we will continue again to invite the another alumni to inspire and to motivate our students. So we do hope that our international students currently studying here and our local students may gain a lot of benefit and important informations from our speaker today. So without further ado, allow me to open officially on behalf of the Hasanuddin University International Office to open this homecoming alumni this afternoon. Enjoy the session. Thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you, Pak Rido. So we will start for the presentation. Yeah. Jai, are you ready for
Yeah, I'm
share
ready.
screen? All right then. Okay, please go.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good good afternoon to everyone. Thank you, moderator, chairman, for inviting me as a speaker for today. So first, I would like to introduce I was called by Dr. Rido regarding this presentation. So the topic actually is quite broad. So I don't know what to start, what to share. But as time passes by, I have some input from my friends and then I think and my spouse actually. So I can just introduce you a bit what I have go through during the journey of my career as a surgeon. Okay, so my name is Raja Ikamarudin. So from the picture that you see here, there's a liver transplant going on. So you can see there's a two team there. One team is at the recipient, which is the nearer to you. He was preparing to remove the liver, and then the other one at the end of the corner is another team to prepare the liver. So some kind of preparing the liver before we put into the new recipient. So liver transplant is a big and complicated surgery, so it needs a lot of teams. So I will go through and brief you what are the things that we do, and then as the slides go by, and then I'll share what are the things that I have go through. Okay. So I started my introduction. So my name is Raja Ikamarudin. My spouse there, Dr. Mazaya Mahmud. Blessed with 5 sons. So I'm currently working in Selangor Hospital, Malaysia, as a hepatopancreatobiliary and liver transplant surgeon. So maybe all of you are wondering what is hepatopancreatobiliary. So as a surgeon, we have a lot of subspecialty. We have neurosurgery, we have vascular surgery, we have colorectal surgeon. So hepatopancreatobiliary is more focused on liver, pancreas, and the biliary tree, so which is the gallbladder. So even though we are still a general surgeon, we can do other parts of the body. But as a hepatopancreatobiliary, we are more focused because there's a lot of things that I actually know after I entered this fraternity. So which is quite complex and then quite scary if you have a very difficult situation during surgery. So my early inspiration. So first, parents. So both of my parents, both of them are not doctors, but my mom is keep on telling me, can you be a doctor? I just follow whatever. As a eldest, I just follow whatever my mom wants. But I think it's going quite well right now. So it's a job that I can help others. So other job, other work, you can also help others. Even though you are a lawyer, you are a politician, you are a teacher, you can still help others. But for me, I think this is part of my parents. My parents initiate me to go through this program. And then health is important, and health is goal to us because money cannot buy health. So I think I want to be part of it. So if you can help others, I think really, really make myself really happy. So other than that is movie, books, and the answer is so cliche, but that is what I've been through. So how do I become a surgeon? It started off in 1998 after I finished my secondary school. I wanted to be a doctor, but maybe some hiccups during the program and everything. So I was put into the civil engineering program. But I'm not that happy with the program because I'm no heart with the civil engineering. For me lah, personally, it doesn't mean that civil engineering is not good. But just for me, I think I couldn't do this. All the mathematics, drawings and everything, all the tasks that you have to set every week. So I find a way whether I can go to pursue medicine in outside Malaysia. Because in Malaysia, you have to be very, very intelligent, bright, genius. Then you can go into the program. So a few places that not places, I think I have another option, which is in UK, which is quite expensive. So I couldn't afford it. I'm not coming from a very rich background. So I encountered Unhas. Where is Unhas? So this is very, very alien to me because when I've been introduced with Unhas, I've been looking search into the map. We don't have that time. We don't have Google. We don't have internet that is very fast. So it was right lateral, like more in the lateral to Indonesia, and I haven't been to Indonesia yet. So I think I don't know. And then I have a group of friends with me, about 20 of us. We also are quite curious and what are we are acting in Unhas, and then for just to be a doctor's sake, then just bite the bullet and then just go pursue the program. So it's a 4-year preclinical. So I remember in the year 2000, I was greeted by the seniors, which is Abang Sahrudin, and then a few, Dr. Zul, Dr. Teti, Dr. Eric. So these are the earliest group, which is in batch 95, 96, 97, 98, and 99. So all of them greet us because we are a very small community, less than 10, and then all of us is the first early batch, and we have a lot of students, which is 20. So I was shocked actually on the first time I come to Unhas because if you see from the website, I was expecting lakes, I was expecting all the good views, the theater, but you haven't seen Unhas in year 2000. But to endure that, I think that what us as a student, all of my friends, really grateful that we are going through the process, and then we are really resilient, and then we call this tahan banting. So we just wanted to finish the program and then just enjoy whatever we have here. So we have a lot of hiccups during the program, which is it's not the learning process is part of it, but because we haven't introduced international course yet, we are only introduced a normal faculty to have to adapt in bahasa Indonesia, which is not so much of a problem, but the initial process for the first 1-2 years is a bit hectic, and then quite frustrating. Failures, and then we have to repeat the exam, and then all the short semester we have to take all the exam. So I think this is what make us become resilient. We want to just go through the program. Okay. As compare right now, I've been to Unhas almost every 2 years. I know the campus is growing. Since Prof. Idrus took over, I think when there's a lot of monetary funding, then the Unhas become very resourceful, and then they have a lot of manpower to just refurbish everything. Okay, so as a medical student, the total program is about 6 years of program. So first 4 years is clinical program, which we wander around the hospital the first 4 years. Not so much an issue because we just go through like a normal daily program. So after that, the problem, the difficulty is coming through the clinical posting. I'll tell you later. So early experience in Unhas. So as you can see, especially Faculty of Medicine, I can see I have that is the actually this is quite new, the science. And then BTP, we call it BTP or BTP. That is our home, which I remember that's the first day that we've been greeted by Abang Sharudin, Dr. Sharudin, with all the other teams. We were very anxious because we landed in Makassar around 7 p.m. So it was late. It was too late. We couldn't see anything. We just go. He greet us, and then he just feed us. I remember that's the first time we reached Unhas. So throughout the 6 years I live in BTP, I almost know every single inch of the BTP, with the rainy season, with the no water season, all of the things that we have to endure. And then you can see the public transport there. It's not our public transport. It's our normal routine motorcycle that we use. So that is my friend in front of it is Nick, batch 2000. Behind him is a very handsome guy, Shafawi. So if you can see the comparison between the helmet. So earlier in 2000, the helmet is like that. You just can break with your legs. It's really not really safe actually. So we have to board the helmet from Malaysia and then bring it here. So as a student, other medical program, I am active also in the Malaysian Society, Malaysian Student Society, and then part of football team of the batch year 2000, and then on the volleyball team for Unhas. So this is a picture of us. Actually, we can see the top two, the black and the red color shirt is our team. So you can see all of my colleagues is there. So this is considered my family here. Really supportive. And then I think from football, we can just connect with each other. So if you are in Sulawesi, you are actually blessed. You have a very, very good supporting system as a student. Okay, down there, there's a volleyball team. It's a Unhas volleyball team. You can see me wearing the number 2 jersey. Since I'm tall and then I like to play volleyball, so I'm not that tall, but I like to play volleyball. So I think that is one of the things that I can do other than just study medicine. Okay, this is a picture of me during ophthalmology posting. So you can see a few friends of mine. So that's what our shirt looked like during the clinical years. And then the other side, you can see this 2004, after 4 years, we took the picture of our batch. This is my batch. We have 2, 4, 6, 7 guys, and the rest of them is girls. And then I think within that 6 years, I think I've celebrated Idul Fitri, Idul Adha, I think almost every year. Because during the short semester break, I have to take another exam. I am not intelligent, but I think that the difficulty of the exam causes me to have to continue with taking exam during semester break. Okay, this is actually I can consider my family. All of them until now, we still connected to each other. We have our WhatsApp group together. I'm really comfortable with them. In and out, they know about me. So I think they are the go-to friend that if I have issues and problems until now. Okay, this is a picture of me during COAS. I think in Hospital Labang Baji, I remember. Behind me, you can see that there behind me is Apau, Shafawi, and then all of my friends is here. And then Asti is there, and then my in-laws. Okay, these two figure actually is a father figure of us. So we have so-called godfather, godmother in Unhas. So both of them really took us, really taking care of us. So as a Malaysian society, we have our normal reading, recite the Yasin every Friday night. So that is our routine from house to house before we have the rusun. So that is our routine to just be together, eat and talk together, share some issues. And then these two figure is really accommodating us until now. Tante Ida and almarhum Datuk Razak, Dr. Razak Datu. Okay, clinical years in Unhas. As you can see, there's a hospital. That's the only hospital, the new modern hospital with the fully equipped UGD at that time. That was around 2004, 2005. And then for me, I truly can say, hands down, the clinical years is the worst for me. Because we have to travel. If you don't have motorcycle, you don't have any, you have to depend on public transport, you will get screwed actually, because you have to time manage. And then if you have more, if you are a bit richer, you have car, that's good for you. But for us, I think motorcycle is adequate. So just to transport one hospital to one hospital. So the posting in every department has their own niche and difficulty. So as far as I remember, when I'm in Wahidin, my trauma posting, so we have to stay in the hospital for 2 weeks, not going back. We have to stay there, and then in a small room, we have to share among ourselves. So if anything happen, you want to sleep, you just take charge, and then just by shift. I think there was quite a very horrendous moment there, and then from there I learned a lot. How to manage trauma, how to manage stress, how to manage, especially when you have your registrar mocking us and then shout at us. But I think it's part of the process. As a student, we need to build our self-confidence by endure to all that. So I don't blame them. Maybe they are stressed, that's why they mock us and they shout at us. But as long as you do your job, and then you don't really take the issue into yourself so much, then you're going to be all right. Okay, so sleepless nights, sleepless exams and work, all the referat, all the paperwork that you need to do, and then some of us have to do some if I think one of my colleagues is married here, so I don't know how they juggle their time. So, but as time passes by, they are okay, and then we actually took care of the kids if they are on call. So I think family support system is very, very important in foreign country, especially from me, Malaysia, and then I've seen a few students from other country. So I think your support system need to be very, very good. Is it worth it? So I think since I've gone through it, it is worth it. Yes, it is worth it. If given time, should I do it again? I need to reconsider because the stress is very, very initially it's very stressful, but I think as long as you adapt, I think you are okay with it. I think everyone can endure, because even not only us, actually the the faculty itself, they have good supporting system. They are helping out all the students that we are very late or have some issues with some issues with studying. So don't worry about it. If you are a foreigner, so don't feel that you are alien to them. So just blend with them. They will just help you. Okay, year 2006, I graduated 6 years. And then after that, you can see there, the picture there, I'm shaking hand with Prof. Idros and then Prof. Irawan. That is 2006. And then this is, and then few years later, 2015, I graduated from University Kebangsaan Malaysia. It's a National University of Malaysia as a surgeon. And then this is actually my wife, Dr. Mazaya Mahmud. She's an ophthalmologist. For all you know, she's also from Unhas. She is currently doing her subspecialty in cornea in UKM. So she really adapt with, I can see her resilience, and then she really adapt with the system. She even passed earlier than me. So which I envy actually, but it's good for her. So after all this, after finish my undergraduate 2006, I worked as a houseman for 1 year. So houseman, if you are Malaysian, housemanship is a program before you become a fully pledged doctor. So you have to go through the department, ONG, OBGYN, we call it here, OBGYN, surgery, orthopedics, pediatrics, and then medical. So this posting actually is very stress, and then really hectic. So I've seen a lot of doctors who are quit during this program. So if I can say about maybe 5 to 10% of them just quit the program. They just quit become a doctor because they couldn't afford the stress of become this training program, the housemanship. But actually, this is an advantage for us, for Unhas. So we've endured it before. We endured it during clinical years. So during clinical years, we have endured worse than this. So when we go through housemanship, it's just like a piece of cake. I think I can say that during the housemanship program, it is for me. So I think Unhas really prepared me and all my friends during housemanship. So after settle my housemanship, and then I was given a full doctorship. Means that you can practice as a full doctor, so become a medical officer. So initially I want to become an orthopedic surgeon because how they work, and then they look cool. They just, even in Unhas also, I can see the orthopedic surgeon are cooler than the general surgeon. But I don't know why the director of the hospital didn't allow me to go to orthopedic, so he just threw me into general surgery. So after 3 years, then I have gained interest in surgery. So I inspired to become a surgeon. So to become a surgeon in Malaysia, you have a 4 years program. It's a mastership. We call it a master postgraduate. In certain university, they give you DOS, which is called Doctor of Surgery. It's considered like partially PhD, but not master. It's a bit above it. That's why the head is about the shape of the head. But it's almost the same. As long as you are passed to be a surgeon, then you are a surgeon. So after become a surgeon, I worked 3 years in Temerloh Hospital, which is in Pahang, center of Malaysia. And then during the journey, so I completed the program 2015 at UKM. And then you can see on the right, me and with the green color shirt, me and my boss, Mr. Mani Mohan and Datuk Zakaria. So we just that is the time that we just finished our living-related donor liver transplant. It's a transplant from a living donor. It's not like our usual program. In Malaysia, most of it is cadaveric. Patient with brain death, we remove the liver and then put it into the new recipient. But living donor is technically more challenging because we handle 2 patients. So we have to cut on a non-disease patient, which is against our Hippocrates of oath. Yes, because do no harm. As a doctor, you cannot do no harm. But living donor, you have to still take half of the liver as long as you do no harm to the remaining liver. So that is one. And then you can see down there the picture. A picture of me, I think me, Shafawi, and Khairul Adli. We went to Clarion Makassar for some surgical conference. So 2019, I start my fellowship as a hepatopancreatobiliary and liver transplant surgeon. So this is Dr. Ashafi, Dr. Khairul Adli, Senior Officer Surgery, and then Colorectal Surgeon. As you know, both of them are still our alumni. They did really good in their work. I'm really happy for what they do now. If you can see, most of my pictures inside the slide is with them, because I think they are my support system. I'm very, very happy with them. Okay, so so after my finish as a fellow of liver transplant, so I start doing my work. So you're not only doing liver transplant, even though you heard about liver transplant, it's so hype, but other than liver transplant, there's a lot of work such as cancer of the liver, HCC, hepatocellular carcinoma of the liver, cancer of the biliary tree, cancer of the gallbladder, cancer of the pancreas, which is very difficult to handle. And then since then, I train hundreds, thousands of surgeries, and then learning from my teachers here. So, but still, after I become until now, I still my Dr. Ibrahim is our teacher as in general surgery in Sulawesi. So every time he come to Malaysia, I would greet him and then show him that this is your product. So they make them proud as a teacher. That is what we should do to them. Okay. So this is two. I think hopefully you can play the video. Okay, this is a liver procurement. So that is me during the surgery. It's more, if you can see, hopefully you can see it properly because the video I think is a bit lagging. So liver procurement we do in a brain death patient. So means that patient have lost their brain stem function, but still the organ is still good. So that's why we took the liver, since the organ is good, and because case selection is very important, the size of the liver, blood grouping, and then the size of the recipient, how many kgs, and then how is the liver itself, whether it's fatty or not. So we need to make sure everything is good. So this is the liver procurement side. You can see there's a lot of whitish thing that is diaphragm, which is attached to the liver. Okay, then after we settle and clear the prepare the liver for the procurement, then we put in the liver into the recipient. So you cannot do this alone. I think in big center such as UK, such as Korea, they have a very designated person. They just do a procurement, and then there's a person only just do a liver transplant, and then there's another person who do the anastomosis. So they are very, very specific person to do. But in Malaysia, we don't have that so much of doctors. So sometimes I have to go procurement, and then I will have a liver transplant. It's quite hectic because liver procurement side, actually we have to start at 2-3 a.m. It's very odd hours, and then you have to make sure that the liver that you take is in a very good condition. You cannot be rough. You have to make sure that the vessels that you take is good. before you put it into the new patient. Okay. Okay, this is part of it. So after we put in the liver into the new recipient, we will anastomose, which is we just join all the vessels to the patient. So for portal vein IVC, as a HPV surgeon, we have to do it. And then, but for vascular anastomosis such as hepatic artery, we need help from the plastic surgeon. This is Dr. Rizal Hamid, plastic surgeon, which I'm working with in Selayang. Most of the time, he will help us during the anastomosis. But kid you not, he's still our alumni. So his batch is 2004. So I think I'm working like in my alumni friend. Most of the time I've been working with my alumni. So there's another one there. You can see the team with the green color is the pediatric liver transplant team. Okay, I just introduce about a bit about of my hospital. So Selayang Hospital is located in Malaysia, in the more to the west. So since 1998, it's gazetted as a national liver transplant. And then to have a liver center, we need a multidisciplinary team. We have to have a hepatologist, hepatopancreatobiliary surgeon, and interventional radiologist. And then ideally we should have an oncologist, but it's too much burden to the hospital. That's why Ministry of Health Malaysia put in them, just transfer them to a different institute, which is bigger and then good for us. Actually, we can just declutter our patient. So for the past 2 years, I think since 2019, 2020, our average is about 20 liver transplant per year. And then most of it is a cadaveric liver transplant. And then for a liver surgery, 20 to 100 cases per year. And then pancreatobiliary surgery is more, I think 300 to 400 cases. So down there is TACE, microwave ablation, RFA. I think this is for interventional radiologist statistics. Okay, what Unhas taught me? Resilience is very important. If you are in any career that you go through, you have to be resilient. You have to bounce back in everything. So if you are a bit down under the weather, you feel that you're helpless. That's why you need to be resilient. Self-confidence. I think you will have that, and then how to work under pressure as a doctor, and then core values to become a good doctor. So as a doctor, do no harm, and then don't do anything to gain just for yourself. You have to give to others, because God have give you the knowledge, the skills, the ilham. So just make sure that you should know where to go. And then I think our lecturer, our friends will willingly to help us. Okay, learn from criticism is very important. And then remember, set your goal. Okay, you don't have goal, you're just going to just go away from what are you supposed to do. So you set time. What are you good at, and then what are the things that you need to do by this period of time. Remembering the purpose of life for Islam. So we have to remember God is the most important part that we have to go to after everything. And then respect to teachers. I still in contact with my teachers here in Has. And then sometimes when they come to Malaysia, I just give them a good treat. just show them around Malaysia. Just this is I think it's more to just help out than just more to what to make sure that they feel comfortable and then they feel respected. That is very important because respecting your teacher will just make your your knowledge is more berkat, and then give something to the community. As a doctor, you can just treat patient, but as the other fraternity, other other faculties such as socioeconomy, politics, hukum, um, you know where to give. So because that is part of your purpose of life. So if you give something more, then you will gain more. Okay. This is one interesting concept. I found it in the book called it Ikigai. Iki, its life, guy is value over. So you have to answer this question: what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you get paid for. So if you just concentrate on what you get paid and what the world needs, you will not get Ikigai. Okay, you can read through the book. It's a very interesting book. And then so when all the intersection of four dimensions of this cross together, so you can achieve Ikigai. So I think this is a good concept. I think applicable to all. Either you are whichever belief that you have. So delight and fullness, but not well. If you go to mission and passion, excitement, comfortable, and then satisfaction, but feeling of uselessness. If you go to profession, you just satisfaction with your profession, but actually you are not giving something to the community. So in conclusion, do not waste time because we are not guaranteed a long life, and any day might be your last. Even after this also might be our last. So don't waste time. So just make sure the ultimate goal is Allah for us as Muslim, and then to attain paradise in the hereafter in Islam, we call it Jannah. And then as every Sena says, is width of life is more important than length of life. So the quality is important rather than quantity. Okay, I think almost end of the topic. Thank you very much. I think this is my family. I think not all of them, but you can see this is our batch 2000. And then in the center you can see Tante Ida. She always be with us every year, and then we will just take her and then bring her to our house and then treat her very well. So because she really taking care of us during our 6 years during the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Any
very
question?
Yeah, thank you very much for Jaye. I used to call him just Jaye. Okay, any question from the we have one question from a lady. 1, 2, 3. Yes, they are all from Indonesia. Sorry, Faculty of Medicine. All right. Dr. Jaya, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
All right then. Okay. First, dua. Yeah. Introduce yourself.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته دكتور. I'm Dua from Faculty of Medicine, second year. Actually, I have 3 questions. I hope that you can answer it. I'm students from outside Indonesia, especially from Yemen, and I think that you have the same experience. First question that can you please let us know how you overcome the difficulties of the exam and the system of the faculty doctorate. The second question, after you graduate, after you take your course doctor, that have you take any exam, national exam or something from Indonesia? And also have you take any exam to work or something in your country before specialize. I think that's all. Thank you so much, Doc.
Thank you for the question. I think the first question is I think I understand as a foreigner, because you are, especially from your side, you're speaking in a foreign language, and then to communicate with the locals in English also is sometimes a bit an issues. So I think you have to be sometimes you can feel overwhelmed with this, because you feel stressed, you don't understand. So that's why you have to tag along with someone. You just find someone that you are comfortable with, your friend, and then just ask them a simplest question. So from that you can just break the ice, and then from exams and everything, I think study group is very important, because I do a lot of study group with my friends. So especially the issues with anatomy, physiology, it's not like those days. 2000 is not like the integrated system like now. You are studying in system. So actually, system is more logical in oriented, but you have some good basics with it. You can. I think first you have to be strong with your English. That is, I think that because if you can't read in Indonesia, if you can read in Indonesia, then that's very good. That's a plus for you. But if you want to work outside after that, then I think English you have to be certain with it, and then you have to converse in English, and then you have to train, because I don't think so. Nowadays the medical student didn't really not speaking English. I think they can speak really well right now. And then regarding the exit exam, I heard about it. It was introduced about 5 or 6 years back. I'm not there that time. So we just once finish our graduation, Udisium, and then we take out, and then we just pass with the exam. But nowadays the requirement is a bit strict. So don't worry about exam. Exam is just one hurdle that you need to go through, because exam are made to pass. Just remember that. As long as somebody can pass it, means that you can pass. That is my take. Usually that was I feel, because during my first year as a master student in UKM, I have a very difficult year, because I have to learn everything in English. Because in Indonesia, I'm learning in Indonesia, so I have to adapt. And then the basic science exam is so difficult that I have to take multiple times. So I think in the endurance, you have to do repetitively. Do the exam, and then they just do the past year's question. I think since after 5 years, the question bank is a lot right now. So you have to overcome it. You have to just do it, because just remember, if anyone can pass, means that you can pass. Okay, and in Malaysia, once you come to Malaysia, you don't need to take the exam if you want to work in Malaysia, unless you are not from the recognized university. Unhas is one of the oldest university from Indonesia that has been recognized since 1995. So I have no issue if I come back to Malaysia. And then I have a few friends from Palestine also. I think Muhammad Hashamat, I think I remember. He's a general surgeon in Palestine right now. I think he's still okay right now here there. He go through his master's program in UKM, same batch as mine, and then he just excel. He just can do it. So if he can pass the exam, that's why I said if one can pass, actually inshallah everyone can pass. It's just time. Time is just, you cannot know when is the time. It's just only Allah knows when is the time. So just to endure it. Endure dua. Then inshallah, just you will pass, inshallah.
Okay, thank you. Next
Any
question.
question?
Yeah, next question, please.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Welcome salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My name is Omar Al Khalaf, medical student in Universitas Hasanuddin, and I'm very happy that you give me the opportunity to ask, and I'm very happy that you shared your experience in Indonesia. But I have 3 questions. The first question: why you didn't complete your specialization here in Indonesia? The second question: what about the specialization in Malaysia? If we want to graduate from here and go there to Malaysia for specialization in some of the hospitals, what about the, like, usually in Indonesia they have the system like university based on university. So you pay for your specialization program, but in other countries they pay you. So is it the same in Malaysia? The third question: if you were us in our place, because like it have been 20 years old, 20 years ago, you graduated from the medical school.
Yes.
So what is the advice that you want to give us? And like, some of the students, especially us as international students, spend their time like the first year or the first 2 years only learning the language, and they missed a lot of information. So what is your advice for us? And like this feeling of you're studying as medical student 24 hours, 24/7, and you feel like it's not enough. So what is what is your advice for us in the pre-clinic and when we'll be at COAS program? Thank you so much.
Welcome. Very good question. So, why I didn't go through the specialty program in Indonesia? First, I'm homesick because I've been 6 years in Indonesia. I have to go back whatever cost, and then the qualification if you want to work in Malaysia, you have to be in a specific university that Ministry of Health of Malaysia gazetted to. So means that if you want to do master, if you're a foreigner, you want to do master's program in Malaysia. So all fraternity we have from medical, we have pathologists, we have orthopedic surgeon, general surgeon, we have neurosurgery, we have pediatric surgery. So if for a master program, you need to go to a university. So I think most of foreigner university, I think UKM is one of the university that accept international students. So as I told you before, my friend Muhammad is from Palestine. He graduated on time. He is good. And then a few years back, as a hepatopancreatobiliary surgeon, I have one surgeon that is from my previous consultant told me there's one Palestinian surgeon that go through the fellowship program in Malaysia, which is now he's doing well in Palestine. For payment itself, I'm not sure about it. Since for us Malaysian, if you want to go to the program, we have 2 different pathways, which is the scholarship program, and then another one is the non-scholarship program. So scholarship is that you don't have to pay, and then the scholarship program you have to pay, but not so much. I don't think so. It's burdening, but I have no information about that yet. The price and everything, but you are open to come to Malaysia and do your master's program. And then I have few seniors which is working in Indonesia. Working in Malaysia. My seniors were Indonesian from Unhas. She graduated from master's program, and then she worked and stayed in Malaysia as a specialist. I think we are still, if you want to come and do, you can just apply through the website. You have an opening every year, end of the year, most of the time. And then you just look into UKM, National University of Malaysia. Actually, we have a few universities such as UIA. Also, I have one from Africa. It's a UIA student. It's a surgeon, and then he just graduated from UIA as the international student for master's program. And for what are the things that I know you asked me about how to endure this course program. May I know which year are you in?
I'm in the second year, still like 2 years for the course.
Okay. So second year, I think from what I observe, I think you can converse English quite fluent. Good. So so I can understand. I think you just keep on crave for info. Just ask your friend, even those stupidest question, even anything. That's what I did during my housemanship. I really don't understand this. I don't care whatever people say about me. You just ask question and then you just do. I think it's about I think you have to endure time. I think time is the issue, because the first 2 years just to adapt with the system, you just get to know about the language. Then how to harvest the knowledge without understanding the language. But I think you have to just back up that 2 years with knowledge, with language, Indonesian and English, and then you just the rest of the years you just bite the bullet and just go through it. You just endure it, inshallah. Allah will be with you.
Okay, we still have one question. Yeah, please.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I'll introduce myself first. My name is Mustafa Al-Aswad. I'm originally from Palestine. I'm in the same class as Omar and Dua. Thank you first for this opportunity, and we really learned a lot from these insights. And as a consultant in hepatopancreatobiliary surgeon, actually I have this question. They're all the time telling us in medical faculty or any other faculties, just work hard now, and later and in the future you will relax. Is it right as a consultant? So we would like to know this. And the second one is about I don't know if you can. Yes, you can hear me. The second one is about, do you support marriage for medical students, especially in preclinic or coas? I would like to hear your opinion as a consultant in this field. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. I think the first question is quite difficult, because that's what I told you. If you go back with ikigai, so what are your passion? If you are passionate to become a transplant surgeon, you have to endure the working long hours. My wife barely see me at home because I have called for liver procurement every other day. So, but still you can be a bit relaxed, because you are not doing all these small work such as blood taking, clocking patient, which is more to management. But actually, I'm happy to do this, because in Malaysia, as a HPB hepatobiliary surgeon, we don't have much. So I have to cover other parts of Malaysia. So every month I have to go the east part of the Malaysia to just cover the hepatobiliary work, which is I have to be separated with my family just to go there. And then my family, just my wife, really understood about it. If you want to relax, yes, can. If you go to private, which is good money. If you want busy, and then the government, but the money is not that good. But differently, but the doctor are paid better than me here. But I'm happy for them. But I'm different person will have a different key. So I'm not envious to them, but this is what you want. If you want passion to do something that you want and to contribute the world, because you have to remember, usually when I feel that I'm hectic, I'm very tired after transplant, the next day I have to be on call, and then suddenly I got a call again, I have to do another procurement in another hospital. I can still go to vacation with my family and then visit other countries in other part of the world, but you have to spare your time. And then marriage during preclinical or clinical, I think both are the same, because yes, and they are happy, and then they are very good at what they do right now. And then I'm happy for them, because after marriage, we still support them. We still help them with taking care of the kids during on call. We still sometimes both of them like to do some business. We support them. We just buy food from them and everything. But I think we have a great time there, since we have a good support system. Marriage is not wrong, but it's another option to create a good support system in your life. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Welcome.
Okay, thank you. Is there any other questions from people, from students? No? So, oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Sorry, come again and I'll ask another question, because my dream, inshallah, in the future, I'll be a cardiosurgeon. So, as a surgeon, do you prefer surgery for a person who wanna live, a normal life with a wife and children? He wanna focus about his family, or usually you said from your speech, I noticed that you barely see your wife, and the vice versa. So, do you prefer surgery for a person or a doctor who wanna live with his family and spend a little bit of time with them, or not?
So I don't know that from if I just um I if it's I know that I'm going to be a surgeon, I'm not going to do it. But if you were chosen by God to do this, so means that you have to do it. So you have no shouldn't be very ashamed or very regretting
Uh,
all the things that
yeah. Dok,
you're doing right now, because everything will come place.
gimana
So
cara
give
mereka
more.
bicara?
So at the end,
Uh, we have to listen the azan first.
information for want to share in the club with WhatsApp for your share same Zoom early Zoom meeting. After that, I'm joined. Thank you. I will ask about your manage your time because you are a scholar in faculty, but and then you can success until now. I just want to ask about your how wise your manage your time for study and you're active in your OKM like volleyball. I think you know like faculty current so many activity in the class, but you still have time to join in volleyball club. So I just ask, how is your time for uh, time management your in your activity? After that, and then the second question, how about your speak before your study or learning in Malaysia? I think can to give me motivate because like me to uh, for continue for six scholarship maybe I can you can share to me with about how to roles, how to wise to get a scholarship in Malaysia. I think enough, sir, for me. Thank you very much for attention.
Okay. Thank you, Mula, for the question. I think I've seen you talking. You've been talking each other in the group, the Unhas volleyball group. Regarding time management, for me, I'm just quite simple because for me, around 4 to 6, I just drop off everything. I just go and do whatever I want. So it's not playing futsal. I will just go to UKM. The one thing that I regret during my student years in Unhas is I didn't get much of opportunity to go outside to play with for the team because uh, I know I need to finish my study fast. So if I go outside, so means that there's a tournament in the other part of the country, such as the other part of the Sulawesi. So you have to go to Maros, you have to go to Bira. So I managed to join a few, but if I given time, I should join more because I enjoy really playing with them. My other Indonesian consider my other Indonesian family there. I know that the only medical student in that PKM is only me during that time. Other than that, one is nursing, is Makassau is there. Other than that is pertanian, kehutanan and everything. So to mingle around the locals, I think is important. Is to gain your confidence juga. Okay, and then regarding scholarship, it depends. I don't know about Indonesian students. Sometimes your local dinas can give scholar for you to study outside Indonesia. To gain scholarship in Malaysia, I have no idea about it. But I can if you can contact me, I can just ask around because I have a few professors and I can ask them how did they manage to get that. And then we have a few Unhas. I think before this we have Unhas student which is Indonesian who learn in UKM. I think they paid by themselves. But the scholarship, I'm not I didn't really know about it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah. So that is the question from online participants. So, what time are we? Do we have to stop? Okay, so I think the time is up now. Thank you very much, Dr. Rajaye.
Welcome.
I
Yeah.
yeah, I mostly appreciated you join us and share your experience and your knowledge. I know that you are transplant consultant in Malaysia, and it is very important for people who has the liver disease. Okay, so now I invite Bujita to give a, is it a closing speech? Yeah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'd like to greet Dr. J. So actually, Dr. J, I think you and I come from the same batch. I entered Universitas Hasanuddin at 2000, but at that time I was nursing student, and then if you still remember, I think we have the same place of KKN at that time in Sinjai, but different location. And then
Bulu Podor.
yeah,
In Bulu Podor.
and then I think one of my friend Aya was at the same location with you, so she sent her best regards for you. So Aya and I are now faculty member at the Faculty of Nursing, and currently I'm also the head of international office. And we are really great because you allocate your time to share your experience to our Unhas students. So for your information, currently, maybe Pak Rido, the Secretary of International Office, also already mentioned, currently Unhas has around 200 international students, degree and non-degree. I'm fully aware at Dr. J, during Dr. J time, maybe the international student is not as many as now. But I think this is a great time for us to conduct this kind of event, homecoming alumni, calling back our foreign alumni overseas to share their story, their struggle, and then of course their success things in their life to motivate our international student right now, because I think from their questions you already know that they are struggling. They are having confusion, and then they also have some question regarding merit, and then friendship, and etc. So thank you very much, Dr. J, because you already become one of our first speaker to speak in our homecoming alumni program, and then we hope that this is going to be an annual event. We will invite more alumni, Unhas alumni overseas, to share their experience and sharing their opinion to our international student and also local students. Once again, thank you very much. Success for you and your family. I know your wife also Unhas alumni. Yeah, we send our best regard also for Dr. Mazaya. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good afternoon.
Okay, thank you very much. Kita mau, we will have a picture together. So where is it in here?
I mean, Dokter
Yeah.
Dokter J juga kelihatan gimana tuh?
I don't know.
Mana? Nanti copy and paste saja. Ada foto lagi kah?
One more times for medical students.
Okay.
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 Sekali lagi, thank you very much, Dr. J. The session is finished. Kami mengapresiasi your time. Okay. We will keep in touch.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Terima kasih.
Okay. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Ya. Waalaikumsalam.